All right, well, thank you to Copley Gerdes, who's running for City Council District 1 in St. Pete. We're going to jump right into questions, Copley. So first one's about the Rays. How do you envision the city's role in financing a potential multi-purpose sports complex that would include a home for the Rays?
Yeah, first and foremost, I think, city council and city administration, we've got to do a really good job of being on the same page before we can even tackle that issue. It's a really important one. It's a hot button, obviously, across the city. But we've all got to come together. And I think that's part of the reason I wanted to run for this seat, is that I feel like I'm built more on consensus than division. And so we've just got to get our heads together first and foremost. Secondly, is I want baseball in St. Pete. I played college baseball. I coached college baseball. My family, in some way, form, or shape, has been a season ticket holder since 1998. I hold those season tickets today. In fact, I was at the game last night for Wander Franco's home run. So I want baseball here. And so we've got to work really hard with the Rays, a partner for the last 23 years, really going back a little bit before that because of draft and things like that. We've got to work hard with them to develop something that works for the city and for the Rays, to make sure that we keep baseball in St. Pete, and St. Pete's a baseball city.
Great. Well, just a quick follow-up to that. Are you open to the idea of allowing the Rays to develop a portion of the Trop site to help fund the sports complex?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The deal has to work for St. Pete first, right? This is about the citizens of St. Petersburg and making sure that this is a long-term solution. What I don't want to do is have this conversation 20 years from today. I don't want to be redoing this. And so, if it came down to having some partnership in the development, that's fine, but it's got to be in the best interest of the city and its citizens first. It can't be just, we're going to give away Tropicana Field to make sure that baseball stays. That's not how this is going to have to work. And that's why we got to have a conversation about it. It's not just going to be, here's a bullet point, and we'll decide yes or no.
Gotcha. All right, pivoting to education. How should the city of St. Petersburg work to make St. Pete the best city for education in the country?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've got people moving here every single day. I think the stat right now is like Tampa Bay area is adding 176 people a day. It's crazy. And we've already got over 250,000 people already here. And so lots of those people that are moving here and the citizens already want good education. And the city, as a city, we've got to do some things to help support those programs. And those things are after school programs, RAP programs, not only just with the city, but with private partnerships too. I'm on the board for the Police Athletic League. We have a summer camp. We have an after school program. We've got to continue to support things like that. So we've got amazing programs that are creating great adults and great students. And that goes to the next point where it's like, we've got to support our teachers. They're on the front lines of this thing. And if we can help create great students and great human beings, that's going to help our teachers. And if we can give our teachers support outside of the walls of classroom, then we're winning on all fronts. And I think that's how the city and the council really needs to approach education within our city.
All right, great. Last but certainly not least, about affordable housing. How can the city ensure a supply of housing that is affordable for hospitality workers, teachers, and first responders, as well as those between 80 and 120% AMI?
Yeah, we've got to have affordable housing across the city. It can't just be in certain parts. It's got to be in every zip code and every district. Just for the reasons that you said, it's not just about a culture. It's about career paths, age, fixed incomes, being a financial advisor, dealing with people on fixed, helping people on fixed incomes. It's really important. It's going to continue to be an important issue in a dense city. We're running out of room. And so we've got to figure out a way to make sure that we're building and partnering with private sector to continue to create affordable multifamily housing complexes across the city. And thankfully, again, having some of those developers as clients and being able to see their experience of this, I think the city is primed to do that again across the city.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Copley. Good luck in August and possibly in November. And we'll be in touch. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.